Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Happy Friday, by the way. Yay, it is Friday. And thanks for tuning in here on KCNI, KBBN Radio. Brent with you in the studio this morning. Coming up later in the show, we're going to be going live to the Custer County Fairgrounds. That's our plan anyway. Dave Burney is out there trying to get some things set up, and we plan to go live to kind of focus in on all of the Junk Jaunt activities that have come to Broken Bow this weekend. Of course, this is Junk Jaunt. I'm sure many, if not all of you, know that. And so a lot of visitors in town. If by chance you're in for Junk Jaunt and you have found us on KCNI KBBN Radio, good morning and welcome. We hope you enjoy your stay and find all the treasures you're hoping to find as you Junk Jaunt this weekend. So we'll be out at the Custer County Fairgrounds, going to be handing out some coupons and doing some special things and spotlighting some things during Junk Jaunt. So we'll be doing that later in the show. In the meantime, here in the studio, we're going to get started with your school lunch menus as we begin on this Friday morning. We'll start in Callaway, where today they're going to feature chicken strips at Callaway. Arcadia is showing no school today in Arcadia. In Arnold today, on this 23rd day of September, looks like a sandwich for lunch today at Arnold. At Broken Bow today, some of their choices include pepperoni pizza, made fresh scallop potatoes and ham with dinner roll, fresh baked ham and turkey sub, a grilled chicken shaker with roasted flatbread, and a grill station combo spicy chicken sandwich basket. The choices today at Broken Bow. At Litchfield today, corn dogs on the lunch menu today at Litchfield. All right, moving to SEM. Looks like Italian Dunkers today at Sumner, Eddyville, Miller. Thetford today on the menu there, tater tot casserole. That's at Thetford Public Schools. At Sandhills Public Schools in Dunning on the lunch menu today, Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes, gravy and corn at Sandhills. At Ansley today, tetrazzini is on the menu at Ansley. Sargent, chicken strips, corn, fruit cup, dinner roll, milk, and a salad bar at Sargent today. And at Anselmo Myrna on the lunch menu, the choices include Pizza Hut pizza, made fresh scallop potatoes and ham with dinner roll, grilled chicken shaker with roasted flatbread. Some of the choices today at Anselmo Myrna. And those are your school lunch menus. As we check out the menu for you today at the Prairie Pioneer Center in Broken Bow, looks like ham, baked potatoes, squash, dinner roll, and strawberries on the menu today at the Prairie Pioneer Center. 7:34 is the time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Ansley Lumber and Supply is proud to offer their customers the #1 recognized brand of pre-finished LP Smart Side, Diamond Coat. It boasts a 30-year no-fade warranty, a siding system that hides nail heads, and it reduces maintenance. It can be installed year-round, will instantly increase home value and curb appeal, and it's available in all kinds of colors. Choose Diamond Coat for your LP Smart Side. Head to Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street in Ansley.
Aviation, let us take control.
Remember the time you used to spend fighting weeds and bugs? Now you can spend that time elsewhere because aerial application is your best advantage against these problems. Let Aero Aviation take control.
When you need a helping hand to get the most from your land, Aero Aviation, let us take control.
For over 50 years, Aero Aviation has served the area. Contact Casey for your aerial application today.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Brent with you in the studio here this morning, getting the day started. Again, we'll be reporting live throughout the show, too, from Custer County Fairgrounds, kind of spotlighting all of the Junk Jaunt activities. Of course, a lot of people set up Junk Jaunt out at the fairgrounds, and so we'll kind of be focusing in on that and doing some special things later in the show. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, let's play the game. We've been asking questions about potatoes this week because September is Potato Month. So here's your question for today. Which of these pastas is made with potato flour? Which of these pastas is made with potato flour? Your choices are lasagna, rigatoni, spaghetti, and I'm nervous to pronounce this last one. I think it's gnocchi. Gnocchi. Those are your choices. Which of those pastas is made with potato flour? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
All right, we have our contestant on the line. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Gayleen.
Gayleen, how are you today?
I'm good.
Okay, let's see if we can make you a winner. Which of these pastas is made with potato flour? Is it lasagna, rigatoni, spaghetti, or, am I saying this right, gnocchi?
I think it's maybe gnocchi or something.
Okay. What's your choice?
That's my answer.
Okay, I was hoping it would be. Let me find the bell. There you go. We've made you a winner. Yes, it is gnocchi or gnocchi or gnocchi or however you say it. That is the answer. And what we're going to do for you is we're going to give you a certificate for a free personal pan pizza to Pizza Hut here in Broken Bow. So come on out and see us when you can.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Yep, bye.
Hey, there you go. We've got a winner. Exciting day, big day. It's Friday. It's Football Friday. We got two big games for you on our radio stations tonight. Yours truly and Kirk Crowley will be making the journey to Cozad for you tonight, where Broken Bow will take on Cozad. Both teams 2-2. It's a district game. It's going to be fun, and can't wait to call it and bring the action to you. We'll have it for you on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com. Also on the free KCNI Pure Country app. Kickoff for the game is 7 o'clock. Our coverage will begin with the Custer Federal State Bank pregame show at 6. That'll be on KCNI. Here on KBBN, great area matchup for our 8-man area game of the week. We'll be in Litchfield. I think it's homecoming for Ansley Litchfield, and they will welcome in Twin Loop. And that'll be our area game of the week for you on KBBN FM tonight, 95.3. Also on the web at KBBN.com and on the free KBBN Thunderbird app. Kickoff for that game also 7 o'clock Central Time. Coverage on KBBN will begin with the consolidated pregame show at 6. So join us for high school football coverage tonight. Broken Bow and Cozad on KCNI and Twin Loop and, Ansley Litchfield on KBBN. And best of luck to all of our area teams who will be competing on this Football Friday.
I love the morning show.
Wake up with us. We sound way better than this. KCNI KBBN Radio.
She thought you would give her too much grief.
Oh.
She couldn't handle it.
My reputation is causing me problems.
I know, that's right. But anyway, Candy worked on a huge project for us, and we're rolling this out in October, and they are Mascot debit cards. And so we'll have 3 so far. It's going to be Broken Bow, South Loop Bobcats, and then Anselmo Myrna. And what it will be is our customers can come in and pay $10 to get one of these cards.
Okay.
And then that $10 goes directly to the schools. The schools will get paid each quarter for however many cards were printed for their school. Obviously you can't see them, we're on the radio.
Right.
But I just got to tell you, they're super cool. They're going to be we're pretty excited about them. And so it's an awesome new project that we have, and the donation goes back to those schools. And so it'll be an exciting adventure to see them.
Well, it's really a great idea, and then you're right, they really snap out at you with the logos on there, don't they?
Yes, they really do. Yeah, it's kind of school pride and Nebraska State Bank all built into one.
And of course, these have the chip in them, so you use them just like a credit card.
Yep,
Stick them
just
in.
like a debit card, yep. Yep, it'll be just tied to your account just like normal. So basically you'd replace your current debit card with maybe one of these.
Okay.
And then you'd use it just the same.
Okay.
Yep.
Great idea. Do you think maybe you'll add some more as you go?
So I know, yes. So there's definitely potential in that. We actually started this project in February. That's how long some of this takes, because what we don't have, what you can't see here is a Visa backing. So just like our debit cards, they have Visa backing. And Visa's very strict on the images that you have on your cards and the placement and where everything goes. And so that's kind of a process, but definitely, any surrounding schools, if you're interested in them, give us a call and let us know. We'll start to keep track of that. And, if we get enough demand, we'll sure start a project to get another logo on them.
I bet you will.
Yes.
I bet you'll have some requests for them.
Yes, I'm sure.
It's a great idea because it's a revenue generator for the schools.
Yes.
And it promotes the schools as well and Nebraska State Bank, so perfect setup.
Right. They're pretty sharp. So we're excited that we'll be rolling that out. So the 10th is actually a holiday. It's Columbus Day. That's a Monday. And so we're rolling those out on Tuesday, October the 11th. So that's the first day you can come in and get them. I know we're going to try and roll out to some of our employees early so that they can kind of use them around town and get the word spreading.
Get started,
and then,
yeah.
And then we'll roll them out on the 11th. So stop in and get a new card.
And if you're listening from a community and you think your school would like to do something like this, contact you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Contact me or Candy, really anybody at the school, and we'll get the information to the right people.
Okay.
And then, we can start to keep track of those other schools.
But do expect a little wait once they decide to
Oh, yes.
do it, right?
Yep.
Well, for those schools, but for these people who want one now, we print right in house. So you come in that day once we get started.
Yes.
We'll print your card off for you that day and get you out the door with it.
So we have instant issue at the bank. We've had that for a while on our other cards. And so the big key that when we set these up is that these would also be instant issue. So on the 11th, if you come in to the main bank or the East branch and say you want one of these cards, we can hand it to you that day. At our Myrna and Callaway branch, like if you call ahead and let us know, we can get those to that branch like next day.
Okay. So to get them, if you're out there listening, no problem. You're set up. And then if you're a community or school out there and want to get involved in this, then there's a little red tape that they go through.
Yep, just a little bit, but we can definitely get there.
And now that we've done a little bit more with Visa on these images, this
sure.
next round should go a little quicker. But.
Yeah,
Yep.
It usually helps to go through the pain
yes.
to start with.
Yes, yep, exactly.
So understand. Great idea.
We love them.
Okay. By the way, the East Branch, the coffee is really good out there.
We heard.
Yeah, we were actually at a conference when we got pictures of you guys heading through the drive-through there. So they did us proud. They represented us well. So.
They did.
As always.
Yeah, a good group of ladies and guys out there, and the service for us was great because we got coffee and goodies, and And all of the lenders were up for it that day, and that was not a planned thing. So good job.
Yeah, that's great.
Good job.
That's the best.
That's
Honestly, when you're not prepared for it and you still excel and prove yourself, that's more than anything.
And when you're a good moocher like we are.
Yeah, exactly. That helps a little bit also.
I don't know if good's the word. Carl, what do you have for us today?
Well, we've gotten some notice from some customers that they've been getting some phone calls from a number that looks like it's our East Branch, and it's trying to work on some. Basically, these people call in and ask, "Hey, are you on vacation?" And you tell them no, and they say, "Oh, well, we just saw a card activity of yours in Arizona or wherever," and so you tell them, "Oh, no, that's not me," and they say, "Okay, well, can we get some information from you to verify that it's not you in Arizona?"
Okay.
Well, then they go ahead and they ask for things that we would never ask for, like the CVV number on the back of your card, which is that little printed number that no one gets. Your last 4 digits of your Social Security number. They have quite a bit because, let's face it, everybody's information's been dumped out there 100 times now.
Right.
But so they have quite a bit, and they lead you to think that they kind of know you, but then they ask you some questions that they should just never ask you. And then what they do is they take that information, they actually print another debit card with all that information on it, and then they head to the ATM and pull cash out. And then where some customers are getting in trouble is then they get their notice on their phone saying, "Oh, hey, there was fraud," or "There was this transaction, do you approve or deny it?" And they just ignore it because they just talked to somebody. So what I want to say is there's a few things, and we're going to be putting some more information out coming up on some things that people can watch for. But just a couple things offhand is we will never ask for that CVV number on the back of your card. We don't ever need it for anything. So that's a red flag for anyone. If we call you, we're not going to ask for your Social Security number. And we've already verified, we called the number that's on our system. So we have a pretty good idea it's you. And if there's ever a time where you're not sure if it's actually us calling you, turn around, hang up, call the main branch phone number, 872-2466, and we can redirect you to any branch right from there. And most of our phone calls, if you get a phone call from us, it doesn't matter what branch is calling. You can get a call from Callaway. It'll come from 872-2466.
Okay.
So don't ever let them try to convince you just because it's that number. Make sure you can hang up and call back. They can spoof a phone number going to you, but they can't answer phone calls coming to us. So even if it comes from 2466 and you're like, "I don't know that employee," feel free to say, "Let me call you back," hang up, and then call us back, and we can find out who was actually calling you. Lori is usually there, and the other ladies who answer the phone, they do a great job sending messages around and say, "Hey, did you call this person? They're available now." So just if there's ever that feeling, don't go too far. And speaking with that, since I'm already rambling, we're partnering up with ABA, the American Bankers Association, through the month of October. We're probably going to get it kicked off a little early, but there's a program called Banks Never Ask That. And it's to help educate people on things that your bank might ask you when they call and things they will absolutely never ask you when they call.
That's good.
So, what was it, $5.8 billion worth of fraud last year? Yeah, $1 billion worth of fraud last year based on some of these things. So we're trying to do our part to get out there and educate and let you know that, any bank that you bank with, these are questions they will not ask you.
Okay.
So I'll be putting quite a bit of material up on our website. We'll be trying to reach out and get some more information out there. So everybody in the public can see things and get more information. So keep your eye out for that. Keep your ears on, and we'll try to help you work through this fraudulent area that we're in right now. So.
Yeah, makes it tough for everybody, and also makes you miss some things sometimes that you really don't want to miss, but you're so leery about opening anything up or
right, exactly. And I will say the banks don't ask that. That's not just Nebraska State Bank. That's all banks. So if you just want some training materials, go to our website and read it. We don't care if you're a customer or a non-customer. it's great to read through that because all banks should not be asking that.
Okay.
And so that's kind of this education thing for really everybody, because we don't want anybody to experience fraud. We've seen it time and time again, and it's just disheartening, and so we just try to educate as much as we can.
And sometimes you can help them fix things, and then sometimes it's not fixable. And that's when it really breaks people's hearts.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Time is always of the essence when it comes to fraud, so the faster you realize it, and sometimes it's hard for people to admit, too, that they've made a mistake. It's okay. We've all made mistakes. It's easier. It's just like when you're a kid, you know, if you go tell your mom that you've made a mistake, she's going to take it a lot easier on you than if you try to hide it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just like life. That's how it is. So if you come in and say, okay, guys, I think I gave some information, then we can get underway and start helping you fix that problem. So.
Okay. And for us old fogies, if we come into the bank, can we ask, could you print off the list for me?
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely. We can do that. Yep.
Because a lot of us like to have something like that on the fridge or by the phone.
Yes.
So.
I always say, in our roles, what we do are we're like the chief reminding officers.
Yeah.
We continually remind, and you just kind of have to embrace that. You do kind of get laxed about different things, and it's a nice reminder to continue to keep up to date on some of that stuff. Hear about the new fraud trends that are happening. So that's like I said, just all about education.
Okay, guys.
We've got plenty of employees around that are, if you come in and just have any questions, you know, on anything, whether you've just gone through a loss in your family, whether you think your identity's been stolen, whether you're not sure if you sent your stuff to the right IRS place. I mean, just come in and ask. We have a lot of well-trained individuals who work together as a good team, and we rely on each other's strengths, and we can help you research these things and find out what you need to do.
Okay. One thing about the IRS, having went through now where when you're supposedly retired and you go through all of this, their paperwork looks hokey to start.
It does.
It does.
I mean, it doesn't look like you should. Is that really
Yes.
what it is?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's exactly
so
right.
And then you got to go through and you check your phone numbers and say, is that really the IRS's phone number? Is that really their return address in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
And so there's some of those things that, you know, as you know, when you're sitting there and you're in the middle of that paperwork, you don't think about, okay, did I just send that to the right address? So if you've got any concerns, come down. Anyone in the community, come down. We'll help you out. I mean, we want to see everybody here do well and not have to suffer through some of these things. So.
All right. Thanks for driving out here today, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
I wore open-toed shoes, so I'm glad you're inside and not outside.
Well, and this is Friday. That means you guys can kind of dress down a little
that's
today,
right.
too.
Yep, we do our jeans on Fridays, and we all our employees put in $5 for every Friday they wear jeans, and then we donate that to a community organization. So.
And you've done some really good things with that.
Yeah, we've
too.
been doing that for several years now.
That's as long as I've been there, at least. So it started before me, and it's been a good program. We've helped a lot of people, and we'll continue to help more.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate you coming out. Nebraska State Bank, our guest. We'll send it back to the studio. I believe Mid-Plains is going to come out, and Rick Nelson will be out later, too. And I think I'm just going to stay in here in the 4-H building where it's nice and warm.
There you go.
That's exactly right.
Back to you, Brent.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Some Ukrainians are voting on whether their areas should become part of Russia. National Security spokesman John Kirby told the BBC.
They're designed, they're preordained to allow Mr. Putin to say, look, this is Russian territory. And now Ukrainian attacks are on the motherland, not on Ukrainian territory, which is, of course, not true.
A big chunk of Bermuda's without power today. Stephen Cosham with Bermuda Disaster Management.
We have about 20,000 subscribers without power, and we have 33,000 subscribers on the island.
Hurricane Fiona is heading towards Canada tomorrow. Iranian women are taking a stand after a 22-year-old died in police custody. Correspondent Rami Inocencio.
Some women are cutting their hair in front of clapping crowds in solidarity. Authorities are cracking down. In some cases, with lethal force.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacy Lynn.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. Drivers should be aware of some continued work happening on the 2nd Avenue overpass in Kearney. The City of Kearney Public Works Department and Wilkie Contracting Corporation said that both directions of traffic on 2nd Avenue overpass will be switched from outside lanes to inside lanes today, weather permitting. Oversized and wide loads are required to use an alternate route. If possible, citizens are highly encouraged to use an alternate route during their daily commutes. Drivers should use extreme caution as during the course of construction, lane closures will be shifted from inside lanes to outside lanes. During construction, traffic delays are likely, so they ask drivers to slow down and stay off their mobile devices and stay alert, as they want to provide the safest environment possible for commuters and as construction crews continue work on site in Kearney. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Major League Baseball games, note the Yankees clinch a playoff spot with a 5-4 walk-off win over the Red Sox in 10 innings. Aaron Judge did not hit a home run for New York in this one. He's still at 60 and 1 away from Roger Maris for the all-time American League record for home runs in a single season. Judge is leading all the 3 Triple Crown categories at this point. The Braves were shut up by the Phillies 1-0. Atlanta drops a game and a half back of idle New York for first in the NL East. The Brewers beat the Reds 5-1 thanks to Colton Wong's 3-homer, 5 RBI game. Milwaukee still 2.5 back of Philadelphia for the final wildcard spot in the National League. The Mariners beat the A's 9-5 while the Orioles shut out the Astros 2-0. So Seattle's lead on Baltimore for the final wildcard spot in the American League remains at 4. Guardians beat the White Sox 4-2 to sweep a 3-game series. Cleveland's lead now 7 games on Chicago in the AL Central. Cardinals over the Padres 5-4. Albert Pujols 1-for-4. No homers, is still 2 away from 700.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A chance for some rain showers early on today, then partly sunny with our high nearing 79. Southwest winds between 10 and 15 and gusting as high as 30. Clear skies overnight tonight with a low around 47. Staying sunny and warmer throughout the day on Saturday with our high nearing 82. And clear skies throughout Saturday night with a low around 47. A bit cooler on Sunday, sunny with a high of 74 and clear and 41 Sunday night. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff forecaster Kara Foster.
Thank you, Kara. Currently at our KCNI KBBN studios, 51 degrees, still cloudy out there, a south breeze gusting up to 14 miles an hour. Barometers moved up a little bit since last hour to 29.99. Humidity remains at 93%.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I'm Dr. Stork. Doesn't your family deserve the best? Eggland's Best Eggs. Classic, cage-free, and organic give you and your family more. More delicious, farm-fresh taste, plus superior nutrition. Compared to ordinary eggs, Eggland's Best provides 6 times more vitamin D, 10 times more vitamin E, and 25% less saturated fat. These are no ordinary times, so why choose an ordinary egg? Only Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Big news. In just a few years, the Medicare Trust Fund will run out of money. Medicare simply won't be able to pay for all of your health care. Now, Eric Bowling is on Newsmax, looking at the dangers to your Medicare and what you can do. Watch Eric Bowling tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Find Newsmax on major cable and streaming platforms, or download the free Newsmax app on your phone. Get the truth about Medicare and make the switch to Newsmax.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Jeremy here in the KCNI KBBN studios with you. We're kind of doing a bounce back and forth from here at our studios to the guys out on the fairgrounds throughout today's show. Like you heard Dave said, we've got a couple of more guests that are going to be joining them out there at the fairgrounds. Didn't have power this morning where we were hoping to set up, so it sounds like they've gotten nice and cozy inside of a building out there at the fairgrounds, but after the show, or maybe sometime throughout the show, we'll be able to find power and set up and be more visible out near the entrance when you go out to do some junk johnning. there at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Make sure you swing out there. The girls are going to be headed that direction. They've got some coupon sheets that are brought to you by some of our Junk Jaunt sponsors, which you'll find information about and some deals from on those sheets. They include Livia's Boutique in Ansley, Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent, Lily Kate Boutique in Broken Bow, Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique on the south side of Square, Broken Bow, the Quilting Shack, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Kincaidor Brewing Company, and the Grocery Cart of Broken Bow as well. We're going to play some music, and then in a little bit, we'll check in with Dave and Brent out at the fairgrounds. There you go, Sugar Loaf with Green Eyed Lady here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I've been listening to the guys. They're on the other end. Sounds like they're hooked up and ready to go. We'll send it their way out to the Custer County Fairgrounds.
Thank you very much. We are ready to go and right on cue, just like Nebraska State Bank. Mid-Plains is here. Casey Johnson is here. How you doing, Case?
I'm good. I just popped up like a little wizard.
You're right on time. You smell good, too.
Well, good. It smells good in here. It smells like
it does smell
Sloppy
good in
Joe's
here.
And
yeah.
And by the way, folks, we are in the 4-H building, which is now the United Methodist Church's cafe.
Oh, no wonder it smells good. The Methodists are good at
they've got all kinds of sweets and cakes and coffee, and the cookers are cooking, and you can come in and get a meal the next few days here at the 4-H building, not courtesy of, you have to buy it, right?
Yes. Yeah. I believe that's the way it works.
But it's good food.
Yes, it is.
So, Casey, how you been?
Well, I'm good. I should have known. I did not anticipate there being all these people out this early in the morning. And I'm like, well, duh, it's Junk John.
Yes.
Of course they're out.
They're out. There's a lot of headlights running around when we came out here early this morning. So that's good, though, because it brings so many people into the communities, all of our listening area, and people just have a blast at this. So welcome, everybody. If you're listening, come on out to the fairgrounds and take a look here, too. But you've got your booklets, and you have maps, and you have GPS. And
yeah, your shopping guide, you're ready to go.
Junk John has gone high-tech.
It has. It's come a long way from its first conception, but people have fun with it. And
they'll never get rid of the neon sign card, the poster board signs, right?
I mean... No. That's good.
Yeah, that's telling. You got to have one of those.
We even got one because we sponsored in the book, but I don't know what we would sell out there besides advertising.
Hey, that'd be an idea for the future. We'll just all bring our stuff out to the radio station and we'll participate next year. I've got plenty of stuff in my basement I could donate.
We do, too. Everybody does.
One man's junk.
Yep.
There you go.
Another person's treasure, right?
Absolutely.
Well, what do you want to talk about today?
Well, it's a busy weekend. Junk John kind of snuck up on me. We always know it's coming at the end of September, but I kind of forgot about it in all of the hecticness getting ready for Temple Grandin, which is on Sunday.
Can't wait.
Sunday.
Is it sold out?
Well, so I was at a golf meet yesterday, but Tierney was texting me throughout the day, and I believe there are, I'm going to say about 15 tickets left, and that was her last update yesterday. So if you haven't gotten them yet, you might be at the very tail end. But, somebody has to be first and somebody has to be last to pick up their tickets. So come on in and get them.
5259.
Our number is 5259. We'll put them in will call for you. If you're out of town and you want us to just save them for you, give us a call. We'll put your name on them. If you're just going to be heading home from Junk John and you want something fun to do on Sunday night, or maybe you're heading back and you need a little rest and relaxation, I think this will be a really good one. I did get a chance to preview the slideshow that she has the other day. It's very, very good. So... just a little tease.
Now, we've been talking about getting tickets, but as far as seating at the event, it's first come, first serve,
right? It really is,
okay.
Yes. So she starts at 7 o'clock, but our doors open at 6. And it's going to be packed. I mean, it just is. So, get there. There will be a table where you can purchase a book by Dr. Grandin if you wish. And every book is $20. I spoke to her agent the other day, and she said some of them are a little less expensive, some of them are more. She just likes to do $20, which is easy.
Yeah.
No change required. So you can purchase a book, and Dr. Grandin will sign them for you. Or sign that book for you. They said she will not leave until everyone has been signed.
Wow. That could be 400 books.
I know. She could be busy. But we're just so excited to invite Temple Grandin here. Just one more thanks to our sponsors. We couldn't have done this without Custer Federal State Bank. They've been very, very supportive. Adams Land and Cattle, Nebraska State Bank, Bruning Bank, Becton Dickinson, the One Box Convention Center, and of course Mid Plains Community College. Everybody really worked together. We jumped in, and in less than a month, we've put this all together, and we're going to have 400 people show up on Sunday night. So we're excited.
I don't know when I've been so excited to hear a speaker ever, because I just think she is one amazing person.
Absolutely.
And to be able to see her right there in front of you and have her tell the story, I can't wait.
Absolutely. I'm just very, very excited. We just asked folks if you would like to get a ticket. We're going to kind of try to wrap things up and get everything ready to go by noon today. So if you'd like to call and get a ticket last minute, please do so by noon today. We will be there later than noon, but we just like to get everything wrapped up and make sure that we've got every ticket allocated where it's supposed to be. So we've got folks coming from McCook, Lexington, Valentine, North Platte, all over the place. So, yeah.
And we should mention, too, that there were tickets available in North Platte for another performance.
Yes, I mean, we really haven't. We have 2 performances from Dr. Grandin. She'll be here on Sunday night at 7 p.m., but then on Monday, she'll be over in North Platte at noon. So if you don't get to come on Sunday night and you don't mind the drive over to North Platte, also tickets there. They are also free. That will be held at the North Platte Community Playhouse, and it promises to be another great presentation over there. So, yeah.
No, I think maybe the information was available. It will not be the same program. She'll kind of concentrate on a little bit of everything, but a little bit more maybe on the cattle side in one, and then a little more on the autism in the other. And
we really looked at that closely. What do we want to pick just the perfect presentation? Because of course they have presentations that are prepared, right? And in the end, we really felt like our agriculture community here, we wanted to honor that and honor those folks and be able to listen to someone who is so highly regarded in her field and listen to her speak about cattle production, cattle moving, agriculture in general. And she does sprinkle some of her autism in there. We just felt like that was a no-brainer for the Broken Bow area. Now in North Platte, she's going to talk a little bit more about the autism side and how her techniques were developed through that lens. So, different presentations, but in the end, you're listening to a New York Times best-selling author speak. So just sit back, enjoy, and listen.
Yeah, that's at 7, right?
At 7 p.m., but doors open at 6.
Okay.
Mark it on your calendar.
I think we've talked about this, but how was the connection made with Temple and bringing her to this area?
So we had a staff member in North Platte who had heard her speak, and sometimes you just listen to someone and that it's somebody that would really benefit. People would really enjoy listening to that. And so that person really sparked the start of the process. She then left the college, moved on to another job, but there was a little group of us that said, we can't let this go. We gotta pursue this and make sure that Dr. Grandin comes to our area. And so it's really a total group effort. So
neat.
We're excited.
It's going to be fun.
Yes.
Some other things you wanted to highlight?
You know what? We've got a lot of classes coming up starting in the next couple of weeks. We've got soul fusion. We're talking an aerobics, movement, soul-based class. Very exciting.
Whoa.
And that's going to start on Monday. That's why I mentioned that one today. So if you're interested in Soul Fusion, give us a call as well. Our postcard will be going out listing all of our classes. And, of course, you can always call us and we can get you a list. We can email it, print it out for you, whatever you would like. Also, check our Facebook page. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, we keep a list of classes there updated as closely as we can. You can go onto our website, and you can actually register for classes on our website, which makes it pretty easy. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I know you're busy today. You got a lot of things to line up here.
Boy, we're going to be, a little busy today, but it'll be good.
Well, thanks for coming out to the 4-H building.
This is fun.
Yeah, this is...
I love field trips. You guys get field trips all the time.
Yeah, but we don't often get field trips that smell this good.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys are going to go home with a belly full of pie.
I think so.
I feel like.
I think so. We're going to check it out, that's for sure.
Good. Are you buying?
Yeah, I'll buy.
Oh, sweet.
I got my allowance. Joan gave me my allowance.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank you, Joan.
I'm feeling flush. Casey, thanks so much for coming out.
Thank you.
It's always good to see you, and we'll see you on this Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be fun.
All right.
All right. We'll send it back to the studio. Rick Nelson has just walked in the door. He's our next guest. Stay tuned.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111, or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
As farmers fill their days with hours in the combine, grain cart, and trucks, Bruning Bank wishes them a safe and successful harvest. Thank you to all the farmers, ranchers, and all who work in agriculture to produce food for our families, communities, and the world. At Bruning Bank, they are proud to have strong roots in agriculture and to have the opportunity to work with producers. Bruning Bank, build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
The Callaway Good Life Center offers a facility with the comforts of home. Services include skilled nursing care, long-term care, respite care, and more. Callaway Good Life Center is a great place to work, offering competitive wages. Call 836-2267 for more information.
Barney Health Mart is open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Right now, Health Mart ibuprofen is buy one and get one in the 100 caplet size at $8.09. Mucus Relief 20 counts are $8.49, or get 40 count for $14.99. Battle Allergies with 24-hour nasal spray at $12.99. Cetirizine 30 count tablets are $7.99. Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio.
You most certainly are. Dave and Brent have their next guest set up out at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Didn't hear anyone say from that end that they were exactly ready for me to go that direction, but we have no way of communicating that ahead of time other than that. So we're just going to try it out and hope that they're listening. Dave and Brent, sending it your way.
All right, thank you very much. No, Jeremy, we were born ready, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yes.
We've got it.
We're always ready.
We've got it. And Rick Nelson is here, who is the director, the head guy, the main CEO out at Custer Public Power here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. How you doing, Rick?
Well, good morning, Dave. Fantastic. How about you?
Good. It's good to see you.
It's good seeing you.
Doesn't it smell good in here? It smells like.
You look sharp.
Oh,
you do. You look
so you're starting
fantastic.
right off the bat, Brad.
All
right, here we go.
It comes from the heart.
You
look great today.
Nice try. Wow.
Oh, you too. Oh, God.
Am I going to get a hug today?
Yeah, no.
Oh, rats.
Oh, no. I'd like to take a picture of that.
Well, I think last time we visited, Bob was in the studio.
Which I couldn't see.
You couldn't see us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You were off on location. Yes. But I think you made the comment that you wish you were there to give Bob a hug.
Yes.
Is that? Yeah. And I did. I felt a little hurt because you didn't say anything about hugging Dave and I.
Well, Dave is no, but
definitely not.
But well, we're not going to tell anybody about it. But anyway, So I'm sorry, Brent.
Okay.
I see you every other week, every year. I haven't seen Bob for.
Yeah. That's true.
Lots and lots of years.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that is a good
point.
Yeah. Plus, he has a perspective about hydro and electricity that is, unparalleled to
us. to Brent and Dave.
Bob has a lot of perspectives.
He does.
Like that on a lot of different topics.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why Bob is so good over the years at the radio station, because he had enough perception just to get deep enough to ask the question.
And he loves nuclear.
Yeah.
He did. Now, although when the Japan thing went down, he kind of pulled away for a while. I don't know where he's at on it now, Rick. I know you know what I think of nuclear.
100% in my ballpark. 100%. So how you doing?
We're good. We can jump into anything that you would like to talk about today.
Okay.
I guess we would be remiss, I think, if we didn't talk about how Custer Public Power, along with MPPD, are able to hold cost to where they're at right now, because everything else is up 15-20%.
Yep.
Our savings account are 15 to 20% down.
Yep.
It's kind of depressing, but to know that when we plug in our gadgets and the things we need, the fridges and everything, it's not costing us much more at all. And I know you can't keep that forever, but boy, right now it's coming in handy.
Well, I tell you, I just had this conversation, and it makes a difference when you have a long-term contract and your power supplier knows how to work in that market. So It's I don't know. So NPPD has gone 6 years without a rate increase, and there will not be one in 23.
That's amazing.
We've gone 3 or 4 years without a rate increase, and there won't be one in 23. I hope I don't have to eat those words, but we are having a cost service study done now that tells us kind of where we're at. I think we're in pretty good shape, but we'll see. And my goal right now is not to have any increases in 23. We are seeing some of the inputs go up. I'm sure NPPD is going to see some inputs go up. I don't know if anybody knows it, but there was a rail strike that was averted a week ago, which plays into coal deliveries. There's, some issues that could come around and start some upward pressure, but in the world we live in, everything's just kind of scooting along the way we planned it to. Now, fuel costs are going up. I get all that, and so that will have an impact at some point, but right now we're not seeing a big impact on those. Transformer prices are going up. A lot of the materials going up because of that lack of supply. But right now, that's not pushing us into a spot where we need to raise rates, I don't believe. So I'm extremely proud of what we do and how we do it. And you're exactly correct. Everything's going up. Everybody's feeling a pinch, and so we're keeping things where we need to. And certainly, if we needed something, I'd be on here talking about why we need it.
Yeah.
But right now, I think we're sitting pretty good. It feels good to be in this position.
I bet it does, and it's because of, and this shows you that we do listen to what you say, Rick, but it's because of this long-term planning, because I've always been tempted to ask you when we talk about the budget and so forth and the future plans, because politics does have an effect on things.
Yep.
But it seems like you guys have just been able to say, doesn't matter which administration is in and what the new rules and regs are, they change them every time there's a new president.
Right.
We just have a long-term plan, and that's really paid off.
Right. So, that doesn't mean that the next administration or even this administration pops something down that's going to all of a sudden blow up our model.
Right.
But that aside, so NPPD has a 6-year rate track, and right now that 6-year rate track has us at zero increases for the next 6 years.
Well, for irrigators this year, as much as they had to pump water, to know that that's a stable thing for right now, all the other inputs were up.
Well, we just had a board meeting, and I heard about the other inputs.
I'm sure.
Wow. It's phenomenal what's happening out there.
Well, a lot of at least some, if not a good majority of the people that you work with on boards have ag ties. Mm-hmm. So they can give you that perspective.
Yeah.
And that's good to have it on the table.
It's most certainly good, and it's healthy to have that conversation. Especially where we're at, because we're one of those input costs. Mm-hmm. And so we presented to the board a 20-year plan, I think, a month ago. That's not something they take action on, but it's a 20-year financial forecast. And so we forecast things out 20 years to see, we want to spread things out over time. So that gives us both an idea that while we have some things planned, and if we take a long-term approach to doing a project or doing multiple projects to alleviate a problem, then we spread it out over time. We spread it out over, decreases the need to raise rates. And so that's the main reason we look at a 20-year plan is to know that we are looking at things, and things may pop up. But if things pop up, then we know that what popped up and why. We approved a 5-year plan. in this whole mix, I'm seeing some upward pressure on rates in that 26, 27 range. But we'll just wait and see what that looks like.
Okay.
Right now, from our forecast, that's kind of what it's looking like. But that also means that, that would put us into 6 or 7 years of no rate increase. So,
yeah.
But that's why we do that. And that's why we look at a 5-year plan is to make sure that we are accomplishing the maintenance and the tree trimming and the replacement of line and all of that over time, so that we can not have that upward pressure on rates. So,
right.
We've been working under this model for 20 years now, and it a little bumpy road in the beginning with rates increasing, and we went through many years of some bigger increases, and so now we're kind of sitting where we are with what we're doing. So,
okay,
pretty excited about that.
Now, can I throw a little disruption into your model?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
I want to try this. All we're seeing right now, and Brent, I know you watch some sports on TV
occasionally,
and many of the commercials are about the electronic SUV, the electronic pickup, the power, powered by batteries and that sort of thing, and it just looks so clean and nice. But you're going to have to plug in to charge those batteries up. And if they make the advancement on electric automobiles as fast as their goals are, it's going to put more pressure on the electricity providers, too.
Right.
So I'm sure you guys have had discussions about that.
Well, two things. One is we just went through with the board a strategic plan, and part of that strategic plan, we did talk about EVs and their effect on our system. One thing I probably need to clarify, we talk a lot about electric vehicles on this radio show. And at the State Fair, we had Chad Pinkelman on.
Great
from
conversation.
MPBD. Knows a lot about it. So I'm not necessarily the guy that's pushing for electric vehicles, but on the flip side, there are billions and billions of dollars coming down that's going to make sure that electric vehicles are coming. And so I think it's prudent for us to make sure that we put that on our planning radar, which might be construed as that I'm pushing for EVs, not necessarily pushing for EVs, but it's coming, so we need to plan for it. And from adding a load onto our system, if every house had an electric vehicle, that would be the equivalent of adding another air conditioner, another dryer that runs. And so that's the equivalent that we're looking at. Some of that requires a new transformer. It's going to require an upgrade. So you mentioned it, all of the manufacturers are coming down with goals. The last combustible engine will be 2030. The last one will be 2035. The last one, I think there's even some that are 2025. So with the billions of dollars that the federal government is putting into it, along with goals from the manufacturers, it's coming down the pike.
Yeah.
So, we don't necessarily have to embrace it, but we got to be able to deal with it as it comes. So, with that there, that does create some additional load. That does create an opportunity for Custer Power with additional load. The more load we have, the more kilowatt hours we sell, the more that comes in. And so
that's the way to look at it, is opportunity.
Yeah.
And
well, that's what it is. And so load growth isn't bad. Load growth managed is even better, because then you don't have rate shocks. You don't have you don't have to borrow a bunch of money to go out and do the work that you need to do. So, again, all part of the plan, all part of the strategic plan. That was a big part of it.
Okay.
And so,
all right,
got that figured into the 20-year plan.
Now, here, just this summer is over, and it was a high use year for irrigation.
Yep.
Do you have plans for any expansions, repairs? What are you looking at in the future here, not only for irrigation, but for the entire area you serve?
Well, one of the things we do when load is up, like in that August time frame, is we'll go out and take an infrared camera to each of the substations and find any hot spots, any things that haven't exploded yet that might.
Yeah.
And so we've got a list of those, and we'll go out here this fall or next spring and fix those up before next year. So that's from a maintenance standpoint. We're still sitting pretty good with size of transformers and loading. Our peak load hadn't increased much from 2017 and even from 2012.
Oh, wow.
But our kilowatt hour sales have gone up dramatically. We're to a point with rates where the kilowatt hour sales is more of a pass-through than it is a moneymaker, which is kind of where we want to be. We want all the fixed costs to be recovered in a customer charge and horsepower charge, and then we can sell the kilowatt hours. And so if we keep that demand right around 120 megawatts and increase our kilowatt hour sales, that's better for the farmer, that's better for the irrigator, that's better for the household that's using more kilowatt hours. So,
okay, all right. Brett, any questions over there?
I was wondering how you came through, I mean, knock on wood, how did you come through the storm season? I know that we had some storms come through that were pretty nasty.
And we had some hiccups out there.
Yeah.
So
how'd you come through all that?
Well, I'm a little surprised that the Broken Bow to Litchfield 69 kV had as many problems as it did, because in theory it runs from northwest to southeast, which happens to kind of be the direction that a lot of storms travel. So there must be some of those angles in there that's not quite that's more perpendicular to the way the storms are traveling this year. We had some issues down there, and we went down and fixed them a couple of times. Some wire down. We also, in that location, had what looked like could have been a flying object go through the line. Can't verify that, but when you got a minor-sized grain bin laying by the line that shouldn't be there, that's might be a telltale sign of something happening.
Yeah, and there was a few of our producers out there looking for their bins after some of those storms too. They went that far.
Yeah,
wow,
it's crazy. So, May 12th was a struggle. There was a lot of damage up in the Burwell area, but we've had 2 or 3 or 4 storms besides that one that came through, and kind of weird, kind of not weird. Some problems, some not problems. Usually we don't have a whole lot of straight line wind issues, but this year we did, and so we went out and fixed them. But storms were a pain this year.
They were different. 90 mile per hour straight wind. That's
hard.
That's going to do some damage to anything. So I think people out there understand.
Yeah. So from a design standpoint, we designed for a 4-pound wind, which ends up, you do all the calculations, it could be anywhere from 80 to 90 mile an hour wind is what we designed for. 75 to, again, depending on conditions. But so in theory, excuse me. some of those straight line winds at 90 were kind of a little bit above our design criteria.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to go to that next step in our design criteria, because then everything feels like you're gold plating it, and that's not where you want to be. So
makes the budgeting a little tougher.
Yeah. But it was horrible.
Well, speaking of the high winds, and I'm guilty of thinking of myself here, but I kind of knock on wood when I look out and the tower's still standing. And a lot of these towers that you have are up on high points.
Oh, yeah.
So the wind is going to be at its peak.
Yeah.
And I know that there's all the calculation and so forth that goes into towers so that they'll stand up under those conditions. But that was good to see nothing happening there of any consequence.
Right.
I mean, there's some stuff mounted on towers that may have been damaged that couldn't take it.
Some small minor stuff.
But that brings me to your communications. I don't know where you're at right now on all the digital things that you were working on that you kind of use those towers for. Where are we at on that?
So from Custer's perspective, we have fiber to all the substations and all the towers. So we have real-time communications. We're seeing a lot of that play out as helpful this year. Some of the storms that we had come through, we were able to actually put eyeballs on it from the office and do some switching that we couldn't do before because it wasn't exactly real time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're using some of that to help. I don't know if anybody knows that or not, but some of those outages were cut down quite a bit by us having the eyes in the field, being able to see open switches, closed switches, and so that's helpful. So the other thing is we're still working with Page Wireless in some areas. Arnold is still plugging away, kind of the way it was planned. We're doing some work over in that Stapleton area with some new monitoring. I still see the broadband over cropland coming to town, and so that'll be really helpful for the producers out there having that ability. There is some money coming down for agribusiness for some of that technology, and I see that coming in the next year or so, showing up. And so we're still pretty excited doing what we're doing and trying to get communication out there to everybody.
I'm going to probably embarrass one of your employees, maybe not, but we work with Jeff Wardeen.
Right.
And I know when I've called him and said, Jeff, our transmitter's not transmitting. Do you have power there? And he goes, just a minute, I'll look.
Yeah.
And he's on a laptop. And just that fast, he can say, yeah, well, there's power there, Dave, so it must be something else.
Right.
And he has just been, not just because he has the digital connection, but he has been great to work with, Rick. He's been fantastic.
Right. Yep.
I called him when we were out in Colorado at a wedding because there was that one of those storms were here.
Yep.
And he went above and beyond to try to get us up and going. And I think on that case, it came back on, and neither one of us really knew why. But we found out here just recently that it was a faulty translator that eventually then gave out. But he called me back and said, hey, you got it back on. Congrats, sounds great. Anything else you need? I'm going, that's good service.
Yeah.
That's good service. So, tell him we said good things about him. Yeah.
And, Jeff is your contact, and I would assume you'd get that from every employee at Custer.
Well, yes, we always have. And when we have storms and so forth, the guys would let me come in while they were taking a break, coming back and eating and so forth, and kind of giving me updates. And over the years, we've never had anything but good relations with
with all the guys and gals.
But
yeah.
Jeff does has everything at his fingertips.
Yeah, you can tell.
So when Jamie has issues over on the operations side, he's got a path warned to Jeff's office, and so they're up there, and Jeff's kicking away and looking at everything.
Well, if there's some way that Jeff or someone like Jeff has connection because of that fiber connection to those communication towers, which are very important during stormy times, important all the time, but that they can surmise the problem from there rather than get into the truck and try to go through a snowdrift to get there, and get things up and going again. And that's pretty fantastic.
So we've had this has gone almost too scary. So there are instances with fiber that we know that there's a fiber problem before the company knows that there's a fiber problem.
That's some software.
Well, that's it's very important for us, because when that happens in late July or August, that means we're not communicating with some of the meters that we need to communicate with. And so it's pretty important for us, and so we've got some of this we think is space age technology, and it's 3 clicks, and I'm shaking my head right now because it's just
something else. I would like to complain a little bit though on
this is Dave's strategy. He compliments you, and then he follows it with a complaint.
Come back and
welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Before you guys got so techy, you got your bill and it says you got to go up to the tower and read your meter once a month. And so that was always what you did. You went up and read the meter so that you could get your bill correctly. And that was part of your job. And so while you were there, you maybe cleaned out some filters and sweeped up some flies and kind of checked stuff over.
Yep.
Now,
opened up a cold one.
Look over the beautiful scenery up there.
View.
Now I don't go up there hardly at all, and I don't do my maintenance thanks to all this digital stuff. So I'm putting that on you.
Well, I think that's more of a personal problem, actually. But
are you saying I have a personal problem?
Something tells me Rick could make it to where you would have to go up there on a monthly basis.
So note to April, Dave wants to read his own meter every month.
Now, April just wouldn't do that because we're tight.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Well, I've got a feeling she already pushed the button. So.
Well, speaking of April, you need to check with April. Maybe we can close with that. She has a lot of things she handles that can save you some money. She also handles if you want to take a ride in the electric car, and if you're a customer, there's some discounts and credits available out there that she handles. Right?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Of course, knowing me, I don't have those right on the top of my head.
Just call her.
Yeah, call April. I did find out this week, though, that NPPD got the Ford Lightning.
Oh, they did.
And so there will be a schedule coming out. We might have that for a couple weeks coming up here in the next 3 or 4 months.
The other question, of course, would be, are you going to still have the Mustang here at the same time?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can go out to the old airport road and have a drag race.
We could. You in one and Brent in the other.
Oh yes.
I think
this would be awesome.
I think we'd both be surprised how fast they accelerate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got some torque. So hold on your steering wheel, Brent, while I pass you.
Yeah, so if Dave is in the Lightning, then we might have to put a big trailer on the back of that just to equal things out a little bit.
That's what I'd like. Yeah.
Oh,
thank you, Rick.
I'm looking out for you, Brent.
I like that.
See, even though you throw me under the bus all
this
the
guy's
time.
all about fairness.
I
love that.
You know, I was going to buy Rick a cinnamon roll, but now I'm not.
I'm smelling it, though.
I know. It's calling her name. Is there anything else, Rick, you wanted to highlight? I think we've covered some important things today, but if we missed anything, let us know.
Not a lot going on with the board at Custer. Strategic plan went well. It was kind of funny, though. So we haven't done one, which is probably my fault, but we hadn't done one in quite a few years. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I don't want to admit to my downfall here, but we haven't done one for quite a few years. we went through the entire process. You know how you list the strengths and the weaknesses and, you know, the opportunities and what could be the threats. And Cindy, bless her heart, found the flip chart from the last time we did a strategic plan. So I pulled it out at the end and said, hey, look at all these things. Whoa, wait a minute. They kind of match what we're talking about today. So
that's how that works.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good exercise, though.
Oh, absolutely, because it you know, kind of focuses you and me on you know, what's important and what we need to do to move forward. So.
Okay. All right. Rick, thanks a lot. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. You coming out here. It's been kind of fun.
Yeah.
And now
I'm really happy that we're not outside right now.
I am too. That was the plan, but I'm kind of glad it didn't turn out that way. We can go back out later, and I'm going to do some checking in with some of the vendors out there.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
There are lots of good stuff out here.
Yeah. Lots of good things that you could take home and put with your other stuff.
I'm driving in here and my eyes got wide. I'm like, ooh, I want to check that out.
A little bit of everything out here at the fairgrounds and all the way up and down Highway 2 and on the spurs off of Highway 2. And, of course, don't forget if you're listening, you got to go to Sargent. That's the antique capital of the world anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll be up for it big time. But just hop in the car and have a fun day today, Saturday. The weather's going to be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful.
All right. Thanks, Rick.
You betcha.
Appreciate
Thank you.
We'll send it back to the studio. When we come back, there's a couple of characters in here we might get a word from. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
As fall arrives, shop at Gary Superfoods for everything you need for delicious meals. Smithfield all-natural baby back ribs are $3.49 a pound right now. Or get bone-in center-cut rib chops for $2.99. USDA choice T-bone steaks are $9.99 a pound. Our family party-sized chips are only 2 for $5, and for dessert, our family ice cream pails are $5.99. Gary's Superfoods on South B Street in Broken Bow. Shop and save with your hometown grocery store today.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
Your friends at the Secret Garden want to see you during Junk Jaunt. They'll be open Thursday 1 to 6, Friday and Saturday 8 to 7, and Sunday from 8 to noon. Shop 2 buildings full of finds. They are vendor 1 and 2 on your Junk Jaunt map. Included is a multifamily garage sale, clearance crafts, Sugar Shack candles, antiques and Watkins, holiday gifts and decor, willow tree. Over 35 tables of items await you 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north at the Secret Garden. See you on your Junk Jaunt.
10 years of making a difference.
It's an honor to be able to work with Team Jack to help tell the Maya story, to tell them that we need money for cures. And without them, we wouldn't be able to do that.
For 10 years, Nebraska has stepped up to fight pediatric brain cancer, and the fight continues later this month.
And it's just opening people's eyes to pediatric brain tumors.
The 10th annual Team Jack Radiothon, September 29th, all across Nebraska.
Listen on KCNI 96.3 FM and 1280 AM, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the 29th.
Dave and Brent.
You two guys.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Yes, you are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Happy Friday morning, everyone. Dave and Brent are out at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Let's head back that direction and see what they've got for us here as we head towards 9 o'clock. It's all yours, guys.
Thank you, Jeremy. Brent.
Yeah, Dave.
Brent.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, folks, we're in the United Methodist Cafe. I'm going to call it a cafe because they got seating out here and tables, and they've got food, wonderful food and baked goods.
Oh, yeah. You can tell they're cooking. We can smell it.
Oh, yeah. And And we're getting a couple of cups of coffee right now brought over to us. John Walters is bringing us coffee. But I wanted to ask about the two characters over there.
Ooh.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, I see them now.
Appreciate it.
I know who you're... Thanks, John. Appreciate that.
Very much.
Yeah, I see here. Oh, they're getting up. They're walking.
Mr. Crawley?
One of them even, motioned toward us. What does that mean?
Come on over here.
Yeah. Come on, Kurt. Come over here.
I gotta go to coffee.
Wait, you've got to go to coffee. You just had coffee, didn't you?
You drink coffee to go to coffee?
Absolutely. I drink coffee.
When do you go to the restroom? Between coffees?
Hanging out the window on the way.
Hey, are you ready for that game tonight? I'm excited. I think that's going to be fun.
Sit down, Mr. Crawley, real quick. We just need your preview on the ball game tonight.
Oh, sure.
The mic is hot now, so be good. There you go. You're on the air.
I'm
you guys
on the
talk
air.
sport.
Okay. Yeah. Are you ready for it? I'm excited about tonight. Broken Bow, Cozad. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it should be an interesting game. Cozad, kind of like Broken Bow, they both got a little mini roll going here. Going to try to keep it going. It should be an interesting contest.
Yeah, district game. That increases the importance of it even more.
Well, and I just kind of look at some of the stats. They kind of look like they reflect each other. Both like to run the ball, and if you like a power game and some good hitting, I think we're in for a good one tonight.
Yeah. I think both teams we know Broken Bow likes to run the ball. I think Cozad does too. It might go fast.
Yeah, it could be one of those where I watch my watch a little bit in the first half and,
We go the first half's over?
Grind the clock down, right? Yeah, from the get-go.
Put the toast on extra light just in case so that it can get done before the first half's over.
So are the Dodgers a lock to win the World Series?
No, absolutely not.
All right.
Your old relief friend came through again for us last night.
Oh, yeah, you've got a former Cub trying to close games for you.
The key they're trying. He gave up a home run in the ninth, but we came back and scored two in the bottom of the ninth last night.
See, that's your lineup. That's why they're still my pick. But yeah, you do. If you have a former Cub trying to close games, you're in trouble.
Well, yeah, we like to live on the edge, and in the playoffs, that can bite you sometimes.
It's that time of year, though. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. This is a great time of year.
Oh,
You've got football going, you've got baseball going, and air's cooling off a little bit. I love this time of year.
Golf and cross country and all those things.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Crawley, I just want to shake your hand.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Before you go to the restroom. You're going to have some more coffee, huh?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Coffee on the way to coffee.
All right.
We'll see you tonight.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, Crawley. We'll send it back to studio for some news.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A big tropical storm could hit Florida next week. Meteorologist David Parkinson.
Florida needs to be paying very close attention to this storm, which will rapidly intensify, likely making landfall as a Category 2 or 3 on Wednesday.
4 Russian-occupied territories in Ukraine began voting today on whether to become part of Russia. The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, on CBS Mornings.
This action on the part of Putin shows that they lack confidence. It shows that they are on their heels, and they are desperate.
In Oak Forest, Illinois, police have a person barricaded inside a fiery apartment complex. WBBM's Chris Hammerbell is in a chopper above the scene.
Reports of gunfire here earlier. There's a police tactical vehicle down there with firefighters, and they're trying to pour water into this house.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacy Lynn.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Ryan Fenley.
Last night, the Browns racing past the Steelers 29-17. Jacoby Brissett, the Browns quarterback, had 2 touchdown throws. Nick Chubb found the end zone as well as a ball carrier for Cleveland, and Pittsburgh gave up that final touchdown by fumbling in the end zone in the last play of the game. Here after the game is Cleveland head coach Kevin Stefanski on what he saw out of his team in the win.
That's just a great team win, and I'm really proud of those guys for fighting. Short week, it was really a team win. I think it was offense, defense, special teams all working together to get a W in front of our fans who were outstanding.
Meanwhile, The Athletic is reporting Celtics head coach Ime Udoka, who's been suspended for all of next season, 2022-2023 year, made unwelcome advances at a female staffer.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A chance for some rain showers early on today, then partly sunny with our high nearing 79. Southwest winds between 10 and 15 and gusting as high as 30. Clear skies overnight tonight with a low around 47. Staying sunny and warmer throughout the day on Saturday with our high nearing 82. And clear skies throughout Saturday night with a low around 47. A bit cooler on Sunday, sunny with a high of 74 and clear and 41 Sunday night. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff forecaster Kara Foster.
Currently at our KCNI KBBN studios in Broken Bow, 53 degrees and cloudy. That wind out of the south has calmed down to just 7 miles an hour. Barometers moved down to 29.98. Humidity remains at 93%. News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your place for all things pivots and electrical. Call today to schedule your fall pivot maintenance, to quote a brand new Zomatic pivot with 0% financing, and ask how they can save you $500 on a new sprinkler package. With harvest coming, make sure your grain bins are in top working order by having them checked over or even rewired. They also carry the widest range of fuses and capacitors in town. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. That's Custer Electric and Irrigation at 872-7786 on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
She's beautiful. I love you.
Look, Daddy, I made you this.
Our little girl is growing up.
Dad, I just want to tell you I love you.
I just want to grow old with you.
They mean the world to you. Protect them for life with life insurance.
Clang Financial can help you create an individualized solution to protect your family with life insurance. Call Clang Financial today for a free consultation at 872-6810.
It's a favorite of many, and it's back at Bo Bootery. Of course, I'm talking about trade-in days. Just bring in your old shoes, purses, hats, and boots and trade them in on something new. This special is for everyone, the whole family. So dive into those piles of shoes in the closet or by the back door and get some new shoes on your feet. Trade-in days going on right now at Bo Bootery on the square in Broken Bow.
Thank you very much, Jodine, and thank you to you folks for tuning in to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on this Friday. It sounds like we're going to go back out to the Custer County Fairgrounds, and Dave's going to do a little bit of walking around. Brent might join him. He might hang back. We'll just kind of send it that direction and see what happens. Dave, it's all yours.
Well, thank you very much, Jeremy. I'm on Channel 2. Are you over there, Brent?
Yeah, just pick up all your goodies.
Okay.
Hello,
all
can
right.
you hear me?
I'm going to
Hello,
go back
check 1 2 1 2
into the kitchen. I'm not sure what my signal's like here because I feel like I'm getting some interference, but I'm going to do some shopping here real quick with some folks. We're on the air. I just want you to know that. Would you introduce yourselves to our audience?
Doris, Kalen.
Carl and Doris, how you doing?
Doing good. How about Dave?
Good. Look, Brent, there's 3 Democrats standing together.
Wow, right.
Yahoo! All 3 of us are in one spot.
Oh, boy.
Are you going to buy some things?
Yes, biscuits and gravy.
Oh.
Breakfast.
All right, well, I won't hold you up. I'm going to check out the kitchen.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely need to do that.
Now, a very important job Peg is doing here is the till, they call it, managing the till.
Counting the money.
I hope you make a lot of money.
I hope so, too.
So, folks listening out there, this is the United Methodist Church, but you're in the 4-H building.
Right. So you can come in and you can sit down where it's nice and comfy and take your time and chat up with your friends and make new friends.
Yep. And be warm.
And eat some really good food.
Yes. Now, I'm going to go into the kitchen. Am I allowed in there, you think?
I think they'll let you in. They might put you to work, though. Watch out.
Uh-oh. All right. Now, it looks like this is an important meeting going on here.
It is, Dave.
What are you girls talking about?
Food.
Well, it smells so good in here, guys.
Good. I'm glad.
It's tasty. Oh, Oh, well, can I talk to you about my cat?
Oh, of course.
I'm not going to do that to you.
No.
So this is kind of hard work, but fun too, isn't it?
It is. It's just fun being with some nice people.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun together.
Yeah. Well, we've got everything organized. I think it's nice that people can come in and sit down. And I know this time of year the flies are a little sticky sometimes outside, so they can come in and enjoy their food.
No flies.
No flies.
No flies.
No flies.
And we're serving today and tomorrow.
Okay.
From 9 to 4. And we have pies with ice cream. We have root beer floats. We have Phillies sandwiches. We have all sorts of breakfast items, snack items. So come out and eat.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
All right. What you? Oh.
Got onions and peppers that go on the beef and steak Philly sandwich.
Yikes! That looks good.
Yeah,
That
smells
looks
good too.
Miss Lori, what are you up to?
I am putting together the biscuits and gravy for their customers' order.
Biscuits and gravy. Hey, folks, you don't have to be a junk jotter to come out and eat here.
Heck
You
no.
just come out and you'll be here next couple days. Thanks, ladies.
Yeah, thanks.
What do you think, Brent?
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I'm very hungry. I'm all for biscuits and gravy. Christy and Shannon are here. I think they said they would buy. So I think we're in good shape.
They will buy?
I do not remember that. I don't remember that being the conversation at all. But, I mean, breakfast burritos are only $3, so I might be able to splurge for you guys.
Breakfast burritos. That sounds good. Did you guys bring the flyers?
We sure did, yes.
Are we supposed to
go do something with them?
Well, the table's out there. Did you see the table?
No. No.
It's right in front of the which is normally the Methodist food stand.
Oh.
But I couldn't get any electricity there. And I thought, well, why not come into the 4-H building where it's nice and warm and you can get coffee and biscuits and gravy today.
Yeah, exactly. And I needed to, there's someone special back there working that has a birthday today.
Yes.
Which one?
Jodine's birthday is today.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Oh, Brent, come over here.
It's a special day for you.
Yes. We'll do this in style.
Happy birthday.
Brent, would you sing a happy birthday to Jodine?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, here you go. This is special for you.
Now, because Jodine is so special, I want to make sure I find the right note.
Oh, that'd be important. Oh, Lord. Oh, no.
There it is. I found it.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jodine. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
I don't like to brag, but we sounded kind of good.
Good at this.
All right. Well, we did a little experiment which tells us that we can be in the 4-H building or we can go out and talk to folks as well. And our gals are going to go out and hand out some flyers with those discounts on them.
There you go.
That we've been talking about all week. We got some work to do as far as live reads go.
We do.
So I will, for right now, Jeremy, go off channel 2. And Brett and I will get together after this next break and start working on live reads real quick. Back to the studio.
The sounds of the James Gang on the Get Up and Go breakfast show. Jeremy in the KCNI KBBN studios with you, getting ready to send it over to Brent and Dave. Before we do so, they have asked me to read a piece of information for you folks. The communities of Arnold and Callaway are greatly saddened by the death of Nathan Rosentrader, and the crew at Shotgun Annie's and Henry's Bar have a couple of events planned to help out the family of Nathan. So this Sunday, the 25th, Shotgun Annie's in Callaway is going to be serving a buffet starting at 11 a.m., and that will go throughout the day. Candace will have her delicious home-style cooking, so they'd love for you to go and support the Rosentrader family. That is Sunday, starting at 11 a.m. And then on Monday, the 26th, Henry's Bar in Callaway is going to be having a free will donation taco night. That will start at 5 p.m. So Sunday, throughout the day, a buffet happening at Shotgun Annie's right there on Main Street in Callaway. Then on Monday, dinner is covered as well. A free will donation taco night at Henry's Bar in Callaway. Certainly thank you to both of those businesses for doing that for the Rosentrader family. All right, it's time to go and hear more information out at the fairgrounds with Brent and Dave. Make sure you swing out there, folks. Right now, they are inside a building, but probably after the breakfast show, they're going to be setting up outside. The girls are out there with some of those coupon sheets from our wonderful sponsors. They've got some great deals on them that are going on all across the Junk Jaunt Trail so that you can go and visit some businesses when you're out junk jaunting and enjoy some great discounts on their items that they're selling to you as well. With that, we'll send it out to Brent and Dave.
Thank you very much, Jeremy, and our hearts go out to the Rosentrader family, certainly. Yes. Thanks for bringing that up on the air today. We wanted to get that on. Brent.
Yes, Dave.
Doris and Carl having breakfast over there. Looks pretty tasty, doesn't it?
Oh, man, yeah. Biscuits and gravy.
Yeah. Looks like maybe some orange juice.
I want to come back and have one of those Philly sandwiches for lunch.
Those look good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course the biscuits and gravy and then all the baked goods they have. And did you see those onions and peppers that they put on that Philly sandwich?
No, I haven't been back there yet. I just heard you talking about it, and that made me think I need to come back for lunch.
Well, as we said, you don't have to be a junk jaunter. United Methodist Church Group would love to have you stop in the next couple of days and just eat something a little different from what you're used to. And they'll be here today and all day tomorrow. So we have some things we want to tell you about here from the 4-H building at the Custer County Fairgrounds, and I'll begin with the early childhood infant toddler cook position that is open through the Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. They are looking for an individual to work as an infant toddler cook here in Broken Bow. This is a full-time position with a starting wage of $11.76 an hour. They have full benefits, and the general duties would be to purchase food and prepare meals, comply with the USDA requirements, responsible for cleaning classrooms and doing dishes and laundry and so forth. And you need to have equivalent of a high school diploma, a valid Nebraska driver's license, and a working phone. Previous experience working with infants from birth to 3, and their families would certainly help as well. This is posted on Sandoz Express job page, and you can also go online and get more information on that as well through the Community Action Partnership.
Pizza Hut in Broken Bow, they have brought back the Detroit-style pizza. It's back. At Pizza Hut.
Square, isn't it? Square.
Yes. For a limited time, grab this indulgent rectangular dough pizza with 3 recipes, loaded with cheese and toppings all the way to the edge of a crispy, crunchy crust. And the thing about the Detroit-style pizza is the sauce is on top of the pizza.
That sounds good.
It's pretty popular, and it's back at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. Also still have the following specials, I believe, available as well, such as a large specialty pizza with 2-liter bottle of pop for $18.99 and a large 3-topping pizza with 8 wings and breadsticks for $24.99. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and Friday and Saturday till 11. Check them out at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. Been real fun to get to know the new general manager there, Ladarius, and he would love to visit with you if you're interested in joining the Pizza Hut team. Stop in and talk to him about part-time or even full-time job opportunities. Also, don't forget they've got a new pasta line at Pizza Hut, and it is good. Options include cheesy Alfredo sauce, chicken Alfredo, red sauce with Italian meat, pepperoni and sausage added, or veggie sauce, also an option. And the pasta dishes come with 5 breadsticks. So check it out at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow.
An exciting night tonight at Sylvester's in Broken Bow. The all-around favorite has to be Chris Lager, and he is coming back tonight. One-of-a-kind performer, always fun, always hits the groove for you to either dance to or just listen to or sit at the table and nod your head back and forth with the music. He'll do it all for you. Intense performer who has traveled all across the country honing his craft, and he loves coming here to Sylvester's. And there'll be also tonight a very important event that we've been talking about here occasionally during this show during the week, and that is bun darts.
Yes, good job, Dave. You pronounced it correctly.
$100 prize for the first place finisher who can drop the most quarters in a cup. And a lot of times Chris Lager performs a little instrumental music to go along with the contest. It's quite exciting. I don't know if he'll do that tonight, but you won't know unless you go out on East Highway 2 in Broken Bow. Get there early and get your seats so you'll be able to watch the show.
Hey, it's important to insure your home, your family, and your possessions, but it's also important to insure your business. Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow about getting the right coverage. If you're in business, they have a wide knowledge base and catalog of information to help you. From HR to OSHA availability to other features that will play a key role in your business success on the insurance side. Talk to Universal Insurance in Broken Bow today. Call 872-6438, or you can visit them right there on Southeast Street, 940 South E is the address.
Another job opening through the Nebraska Department of Transportation. They're currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in the Oconto community. For a full-time description or to apply, go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. And you can also view these details on the employment page on sandhillsexpress.com.
Stop in and visit with our good friend Roxanne at the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. She always has some special deals going on, too, sometimes just for buying local, because she emphasizes there's no need to travel outside of the area to have your hearing checked, because Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. And here's the key. When you deal with Roxanne, you get that good follow-up local service. So make your appointment today by calling 308-384-3852, 308-384-3852 for the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. You'll find them in downtown Broken Bow. Office is located in the Broken Bow Chamber building.
Another job opportunity. Consolidated Companies has openings for full-time outside plant technicians within the organization in the Myrna area. They're seeking motivated individuals that enjoy working outside, must be safety, quality, and performance-minded, and must have a valid Nebraska driver's license. Consolidated is a family-owned telecommunications company that has been serving its customers in central and western Nebraska for over 65 years. Competitive wages and benefits package for full-time employees. Send your resume to ryan.pate@nebnet.com. That's ryan.pate@nebnet.com. Or you can call Ryan at 308-362-7088. And this listing is also on the Sandhills page as well, the jobs listings page.
I think we have one more person to talk about, Dave. That'd be Stan.
Oh, Stan.
Stan at the Whiskey Barrel.
Well, what can you say? He knows it all, but he's not really boastful about it.
No.
He is willing to talk to you and help you. He would, however, appreciate some input. He's told me before that he actually gets drained sometimes because people withdraw so much information from him that he would like some pertinent and factual information back. And that can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
But he would love to listen and give you a chance to fill his brain with facts and knowledge. But if you are there and you're picking up your products there that are in the coolers, just know that he prides himself on having those coolers right about freezing. So when you put them in, the ice that you get for free when you purchase products there, you're warming it up.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll warm up to you if you have conversations with him. He loves to have conversations. His humor is a little quirky. But he's fun to talk to. His staff is great. They're open 7 days a week at the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow, right across from Gateway Motors.
All right. Before we go for this from this segment, just want to go over the coupon sheet that is being handed out here at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Christy and Shannon are out and about handing out some coupon sheets during Junk Jaunt. And here's some of the things you'll find on them. The Quilting Shack has a coupon here for 25% off your purchase. This would exclude sale items and machines, but this is actually good through October 31st.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things on here that are good beyond this weekend. So come on out to the fairgrounds. If you see Christy and Shannon walking around, make sure you get one of these great coupon sheets. You'll find a coupon to the Quilting Shack, also Chapin's Furniture, Square One Boutique. I think they have a booth here at the fairgrounds.
They do.
We need to go find them.
Oh, we should.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We'll have to go talk to Lola and Connie. Chapin's Furniture, Square One Boutique, a coupon here, 25% off one regular priced item at Square One Boutique or a home accessory item at Chapin's. And this is good through October 1st. Also, they've got a booth out here at the fairgrounds, but they also have a lot of things going on in the store, too. So stop by and see them at the store location, south side of the square in Broken Bow as well. Also, you got a coupon here for Lily Kate Boutique, 20% off one regularly priced item. This is good through October 31st. That's at Lily Kate Boutique. Also, Ollie's Coffee and Boutique and Sargent. You mentioned Sargent, the way they go all out for Junk Jaunt. Ollie's has, I believe, a special band coming in tonight.
They do.
To perform.
And it'll be inside.
Yeah, be inside. So check that out. And also there's a coupon here on our sheet that at Ollie's in Sargent you can buy one drink and then get one free with this coupon. So make sure you get one of these coupon sheets. Also, Livia's Boutique, Main Street, Ansley. A coupon here for 20% off your purchase. Sale items excluded from this coupon, but they feature all kinds of things. Fashions for women, kids, and men. Livia's Boutique in Ansley. Make sure you check them out while you're out junk jaunting this weekend.
All right, let's kind of remind ourselves, folks, that we do have plenty of guests in our area, and we'll want to give them plenty of room. They are shopping, and many times they are looking for a sign along the road, a particular number they're looking for. If they see something that catches their eye, they may slow down kind of quickly, maybe make a turn quicker than usual, and we just want to kind of give everybody a welcome and room as they shop here the next couple of days in our listing area here in central Nebraska, because they have a lot of fun. We just don't need any accidents. So watch out for one another and watch out for some unexpected things, because they're kind of distracted sometimes. And, of course, it would help if you weren't on your phone at the same time. Just saying.
Good advice.
Yeah. Might not be a good weekend to be checking your phone while you're driving. Looks like Shannon is buying something.
Is she really? Is she getting us biscuits and gravy?
I see
is that Bev? Hi, Bev.
Hi, Bev. I see Christy shaking her head like no.
Oh. She shakes her head a lot at us like that, though.
Yeah, and it's usually no. Let's get Christy over here. Christy, let's get Christy
yeah,
over.
she's going to be, let's find out where she's going to be walking around at, because people need to get these coupon sheets.
Have a chair over there, would you, Christy? Don't trip on that cord there.
There's some good stuff on here.
Yeah.
What I like about these coupon sheets is these coupons go beyond this weekend.
Yeah, most of them, you'll be good through, a lot of them through October 1st, but yeah, you've got some time to use them.
Yeah.
You're looking at us like you thought we were going to bring you over some food or something. I'm like,
well,
we're not
were
bringing you any
hoping.
food. You look like a bunch of puppy dogs over here, like ready to eat.
I've noticed my grandkids have found out that if they look at me with a certain look, I just give in all the time.
Yeah.
They do it all the time. Paisley's the worst. She just comes up, Pappy, and then that look. And it's like, oh, great. Now I can't say no. So we were trying that with you guys. Not working, is it?
It doesn't look near as cute as a little grandchild doing it.
I can imagine that. Is it getting any warmer out there?
No, we kind of wandered back in. The breeze is chilly. So, but we're going to go out and we'll walk around and kind of find people that would be able to take advantage of this.
Do you know where Square One is located? They've got a booth out here. We want to go find them.
I think they're under the grandstand.
Hi. Oh, under the grandstand.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we
that way.
We got the phone. We can probably make it there, can't we?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go anywhere.
How much time we got?
Well, don't we? It said till 1 we were doing this, but is it just 1 on KBBN? Is that how that's working?
Yeah. We'll end the simulcast whenever we quit now, which I have no idea when that will be, but by 10. And then we'll be on KBBN. We'll have about an hour.
Bounce back and forth?
Well, we could if we have enough people out there to run both boards.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But we have the ability to do that. But we'll be on KBBN for sure. But we have awesome 80s.
Oh, right. We can't interrupt that.
I know you wouldn't want to break that. Gosh, no. That'd be terrible not hear another Michael Jackson song again for the 100th time.
You know, yesterday after you played Joan Jett on the breakfast show yesterday, I got to hear it again on the awesome 80s.
Oh, really? Because it was her birthday.
Yeah, I wondered if it was.
Yeah. 65, I think she is, or 4. Yeah. She's young.
It's all in perspective.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. Well, we'll be out and about, and the girls will be out and about. And then if the weather straightens out, we'll set up outside like we planned to do. We'll need to find a little electricity over there. And I think we can do that. And then we'll be on the air off and on till 1 o'clock. Over on KCNI, there'll still be Party Line and the Information Hour and all of that. So I think we're set.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if anybody needs a great place to eat for lunch that's different, they can get some good food out here at this Methodist
I wouldn't
church.
Be sad if they did this all the time.
Yeah, just made it a regular cafe.
Let's go out to the 4-H building and eat. Well, they're great people. They're having a good time, but it's a lot of work, so hopefully they'll be able to make some revenue from this and stop in. They've got tables and chairs set up, so you don't have to, you don't have to fight the wind or the flies or anything like that. So,
can I go back to the coupon sheet?
Sure.
I think I forgot to mention Kincaidor. They got their Oktoberfest coming up, October 8th. Put it on your calendar.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a lot of fun activities. I was looking over the schedule, and I didn't know what a keg toss was. I go to Jeremy, I'm like, what's a keg toss? They do it when it's full? He's like, didn't do those in, college or whatever.
It's hard on the spine, but it's worth it, I guess. All right. Anything else, Brent, we need to do?
I think business-wise, we're done.
All right. Now, we're going to go out in a little bit here and check it out.
Okay.
So, Jeremy, we'll send it back to you. We'll discontinue our connection. We're going to go off the grid on Channel 1, but we'll be on Channel 2 and be out and about. And we'll be ready for you, Jeremy. So we'll send it back to you for right now.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Yeah, they're out at the Custer County Fairgrounds. I've got a nice, long Chris Longer song to play, Dave, so that'll give you guys plenty of time to get where you need to go, and then we'll make a connection with you after the song is over. You folks can go and check out There you go. You can go and experience that song tonight with the Chris Lager Band at Sylvester's East Highway 2 Broken Bow. Hopefully I gave you plenty of time to get where you were headed, Dave. We'll send it back out to the Custer County Fairgrounds. Our Junk Jaunt remote continues.
Thank you very much. We are under the grandstand, so we might have a little bit of signal breakup here, but I think we'll be okay. I'll watch the connection button works. We're under the grandstand, comfortable here.
It's very comfortable, yeah. This is time now.
And, you know, I heard Dave say, well, we might be okay with our connection, but that connection is not very good. So we'll try to get in contact with Dave somehow, some way, let him know that maybe they need to move out from underneath the grandstand, and we'll kind of go from there. So we'll go ahead and step away. We'll take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we will get hooked up with them again and give her another shot. Stay tuned.
Was your business hurt in the years of the pandemic? Have you had a decline in revenue since 2019? Was your business partly or fully shut down by the government? If you answered yes to any of these questions and have 5 employees or more, you may be eligible to receive up to $26,000 per employee. How? By taking advantage of the Employee Retention Tax Credit, a fully funded tax credit created to help businesses during these difficult times. The experts at Benchmark Human Capital are ready to help you get the money you are owed. The pre-qualification is absolutely free. Even if you got PPP money, this is more money that may be owed to you. Repayment is not necessary. The money is all yours. The IRS writes you a check. That's right, a check. Get your free pre-qualification now if you have 5 employees or more. Call 800-535-ERTC. Take advantage of this tax credit while funds remain available. Call Benchmark Human Capital today at 800-535-ERTC and claim what is rightfully yours. That's 800-535-ERTC, 800-535-3782.
Are you maximizing every acre of your operation? How much yield and how many dollars might you be leaving out in the field? At Precision Planting, we believe in better. We believe we can all improve, and it's our goal to come alongside growers to help identify areas of opportunity and provide solutions that get the most of every aspect of crop production. We know you aren't satisfied with the status quo, and neither are we. From new technologies for your equipment to researching the latest crop production practices and inputs, we strive to not only provide the best products, but also to provide the best information possible to farmers around the world. You can learn more about Precision Planting, our products, and our mission at precisionplanting.com. That's precisionplanting.com. Precisionplanting.com. Or you can contact your local Precision Planting Premier dealer.
My best friend's girl, the Cars, here on KCNI KBBN. The Get Up and Go breakfast show continues. I think the guys are out from underneath the grandstands. If you folks ever needed to know this, the grandstands made of pure cement out at the fairgrounds, not a good place for cell phone connection. So we'll send it back to the guys and see if we can get some talking done out there at the fairgrounds this time. It's all yours, Dave.
Thank you very much. Yes, you know what? It fooled us. We walked in and I said, hey, the signal's staying really good. And then we got further into the building, and as Jeremy mentioned, there's tons of cement and the cells don't work too good there, and that's how this particular connection works. We're outside looking at clothes, and more clothes, novelty ring pool, games. My goodness, Brent, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, yeah. It's just amazing what you'll find out here. A lot of people come out and, you'll see some places that are kind of like a garage sale feel.
Yep.
And then you'll find places, such as where we're at right now, you've got, brand new items that are being sold, clothes, and you mentioned some of the neat game items and things. You're going to find just about everything when you come out to the fairgrounds.
Yeah, you bet. Let's see if we can meet some people. Hello, sir.
Oh, how you doing?
My name's Dave. This is Brent Apperson.
Hi there. How are you doing?
We're live on a local radio station. We'd like to know where you're from.
I am from Seward, Nebraska.
Seward?
Yes, sir.
You know Dick Miller?
Name's familiar?
Yeah, it's my cousin.
Oh, yeah.
If you see him, don't tell him you saw me, because he's going to tell you that I've been in jail.
Oh, well, probably.
Okay. So what
we all?
So what are you doing, Seward?
Actually, I work in Lincoln. I sell heating and air conditioning equipment.
Ah. All right, so you're out junk johnning?
Yes, my wife and I are out running around.
Have you been this route before?
I haven't. She has.
Okay, all right. Anything special that you're looking for?
Nope, just looking around.
All right, well, have a good time.
Oh, we will.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good to meet you guys.
Thanks for coming to Broken Bow.
Let's go chase. Catch up with these other folks. Sometimes you gotta move really fast. Don't run away, girls. Don't run away. Don't go in there, because we don't get signal in there.
Okay.
I shouldn't have told them that. Welcome to Junk John and Broken Bow. Thanks for coming. All right, should we head up the other way, Brent?
Well, yeah, we can do that.
Let's go up this way. And the girls, I think they're shopping.
Oh, imagine that.
All right.
But we should keep reminding everybody, if you come out to the fairgrounds and you see Christy and Shannon, make sure you grab one of those coupon sheets.
Right.
That'll get you some discounts at some of the businesses here in town.
We just saw this young lady coming out of a camper. I bet she might be a vendor. Should we find out?
Well, we can if she'll...
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted you to know you're on a local radio station, KCNI, KBBN. Okay. This is what we call jumping people for interviews. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
And your name?
Angie.
Angie, where are you from?
Seward.
Okay.
Okay, we just talked to another Seward person.
Oh, yeah?
Are you guys together?
Maybe.
Oh. Let's not go there. Are you shopping or you're a vendor?
Shopping.
Shopping. What are you looking for?
I like to upcycle. I do wind chimes and stuff out of found objects.
Oh, that sounds cool.
You go junk johnning every year?
I haven't been for several years because real life gets in the way, and it's really sad. But this year we made time to do it.
Well, thanks for coming.
So there's four brothers and wives. We're camping out here at Broken Bow.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So we're having fun.
Do you like the train?
Oh, what train?
They sure are neat. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yep. Ah, the old trains.
Oh, yes.
So if you're wondering about where we're at, we're out east of the grandstand as the train goes by. Does that bring back good memories for you, hearing those trains?
Well, it brings back memories, Dave, and we'll leave it at that.
Boy, there's a bunch of things here on display. Lots of games and things. Cars, race cars, toys. Lots of toys.
I had tons of Hot Wheel cars when I was a kid growing up.
Well, you could replace them if they're missing some.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm curious, Christy and Shannon, are you active junk jaunters? I'll be the first one to say I've never really junk jaunted.
I mean, we went it one year. Shannon and I went together, but
yeah, I love to junk jaunt. I usually try to every year. I always come to the fairgrounds, and I love hitting the sales around town. And I have gone out of town a few times. I love it. I think it's so fun.
Well, a lot of times, if you have an afternoon, you can get in a car and go to some of the other communities.
Yes, definitely. There's so much in the other communities as well, besides the cute shops and everything too. So you can see all of it when you go.
Sounds fun. That was a long train.
Yes, it was.
Was it empty? Going for a poll?
I don't know. I would say it was empty. Going that direction.
Okay. All right. We want to check out Barn 13.
Yes.
We do. Okay.
Oh, there must be a train coming from the other way.
Yay!
Now that one's full.
Yeah, it's full of coal.
Hey, did anybody see what the pies were at the United Methodist Church? What kind?
A lot of the flavors that you'll find that were at the fair. I've seen apple, peach, I've seen
cherry.
I don't know exactly if I've seen cherry.
Oh boy!
Wow.
I would bet they do.
Always like that song, Cherry Pie. I really never liked cherry pie, but most people love it. Okay, this is Barn 13. Let's find out a little bit more here. And I'm sure the wood structure won't cause us any problems.
Okay.
So we're going to find out who our vendors are here. Pardon?
Said Dad's right over there.
Oh, you want me to? Okay, all right. He's probably making a sale. Oh, sure. This is Wayne. Wayne, how you doing? We're on the air here. Just wanted to see how things are going so far.
Great. Yeah, it's been really good.
Good.
Traffic's good and people and everybody's happy.
Good. And you're in a building that you've been in many times, right?
Yes, we've been here quite a few times, and I think Dave's been out here a few times interviewing us during the rest of the year, too. So.
Yep. So what are some of the things? You got a little bit of everything here?
We've got primitives all the way through furniture, through just glassware, a full line of everything.
You have a lot.
We have a variety.
And this is kind of nice this morning because it's a little bit cool outside. So if they come in, they can kind of warm up and walk around and pick up some things and see some of the other vendors.
Yep.
Right.
And everybody's in a good mood today. So
good.
It's cool.
It's cool, but it's only maybe going to get in the 80s late this afternoon or 80, so it's perfect.
Yep.
Going to be great. Thanks, Wayne.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. See anything you like there, Brent?
Well, I was looking at some of the old toys that he had over here.
Are they old or old?
Some of them are pretty old, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if Christy remembers any of these, because you guys are 80s kids.
Well, yeah, the Cabbage Patch dolls are over there, and
oh, there are a lot of those.
Yeah, Beanie Babies. Those were
Beanie Babies.
Remember Beanie Babies.
Makes me think of Beanie.
Hey, they have WWE action figures, Dave.
Oh boy, yeah, I knew you'd find those.
That's Big Daddy Cool Diesel right there.
Oh, you would know, wouldn't you?
It's not that I've ever watched it.
No, not at all.
Well, there's a lot of things in here. A lot of beautiful furniture, too. Look at that cabinet over there.
Yeah.
And clocks. A lot of beautiful clocks. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
That clock is cool.
Yeah. Lots of things here.
I'm in the market for a salt and pepper shaker, and I just found my section.
Oh.
Right over there.
Go for it, girl.
Yeah,
there's a lot to pick from. Lots to pick from. Wow. Folks, come on out to the fairgrounds, but come on out and hop in the car and visit all the places that you can, because these folks have done a lot of work to put all this on display for you, inside and out.
Absolutely, yep. And I'm guessing that pretty much everybody will probably be here at least through tomorrow.
Yes.
I would guess.
Yeah, and a lot of times partway through Sunday.
Into Sunday.
Yeah. So, all right, Christy, anything you want to buy?
I haven't done anything I need, but you know, it's one of those things you want.
What someone needs and what they will buy. Two totally
I
different
know.
questions, aren't they?
I'm not sure that Junk John is set up for things that you need.
That's true.
But
That's true.
you can sure have, if you need to have a good time and have fun, that's what it's all about. Okay, we'll be back in the 11 o'clock hour to report from the fairgrounds here on KCNI, KBBN, I guess just on KBBN. This will conclude the breakfast show. Girls, thanks a lot for your help today, and they'll have those sheets available to you as you come out, folks. With those great discounts on them. Hey, neighbor. I know that guy.
You do?
Yeah. He's a good guy. He's a good neighbor. We got good neighbors. He's your neighbor too, Brett.
Yes. Y'all are all neighbors.
Yeah. You guys want to move into our neighborhood, you're sure welcome. All right, that'll conclude the show for now. That'll conclude the breakfast show, but we'll be back on KBBN after Awesome 80s, which starts at the top. Back to you, Jeremy.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. And yeah, we're going to be out there on site at the Custer County Fairgrounds until about 1 o'clock or so, hoping that we can get a table set up and kind of have more of a permanent site out there. But even if we don't accomplish that, make sure you swing out there. The girls are going to be walking around handing out those coupon sheets so that you can visit some area businesses while you're out junk johnning and do some business with them. Or a lot of those coupons don't expire for a couple of weeks either, so you can just hold on to them and do some shopping when you have some time. That does it for the Get Up and Go breakfast show. We're going to go ahead and send it back to regular programming on both KCNI and KBBN Radio. Party line coming up on KCNI right here on KBBN, where I'm sitting anyways. You can't tell yet, but totally awesome 80s.